In episode 22 of Dino Fury, the attention to detail at the very beginning with the graphics was superb, where you see like kind of an overhead shot of the area. Then when it turns to 3D, it starts crumbling, even for a split second that they keep it there. It is fantastic. So kudos to the graphics department. The graphics department in Power Rangers has become absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's just really kind of cool. I want to see this in the future upgraded. I want to see stuff in Cosmic Fury that is like blows my mind. It's just a fantastic thing for what they've done. So pretty much there's only a few things in this episode which carry on, which is normal. You have the kind of like the finding, then the main battle, and then the kind of end, but all of it is so well done. The way that Tarek is explaining to the Rangers about the Sporex going to Void Queen and like what's going to happen, like she's going to hatch something huge and humongous, as well as like kind of gaining more power, and it's going to destroy everything, really kind of adds to the danger. But what you do kind of see as well is the fact that the Ravkonians are fighting still. They're still outside killing the Sporex beast, going, oh, that's the last one. And there's therefore you kind of think, maybe you don't kind of do that. Maybe you kind of just leave it alone. But no, you don't. It's just, you might as well poke it with a stick. That is literally what you're doing. But literally every single Sporex beast has been like kind of destroyed. Everyone's saying, get out. Like, you know, they're going to see the cocoon to kind of figure out a way to kind of get rid of it. Tarek then says, hey, do you know what? Just give me the morpher when they see the cocoon. Like, you know, I'll turn it back into Void Knight. You know, this will be my way. You know, everyone needs you, Rangers. You know, just leave it like that. And that I generally kind of really liked. So yeah, I generally kind of like this whole sense is that, you know, you see Void Knight, you see him morph, you see what he does powered up, he goes straight through, kind of like crunches and stuff like that. And you see that they teleport straight to the desert, which I think opens up one of the best scenes in all of Power Rangers. And oh dear God, all of this battle, all of this is just fantastic. And then finding out that it took 4 months to make the final battle scene where they were against the Nemesis beast, I really have got to give them props and credit, because that scene is one of the best in Power Rangers. I think it will probably take the #1 spot for finales, because we all know that Saban, as you know, as Disney, wouldn't have done something like this. They would have just used the Sentai footage, and that is mainly it. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're going to roll it a little bit back to the point where they're in the desert. I like this because it's a way of saying like, hey, this armor is never going to come back. The morpher has been like destroyed. Maybe the Morphing Masters could restore it much later on, but I feel like you seeing this morpher being destroyed was a big, massive, hey, we're not going to be using this ever again. So there it is on the floor, crushed and destroyed, and that's it, in pieces. So again, it kind of adds more to it. I think hearing Zato say his catchphrase, cool, cool, coolio, I thought that we'd never hear this again, or that we'd hear it all the way through the series. That would be his catchphrase. But no, it's kind of really nice to kind of see him go that, and it's not like that, cool, cool, coolio. It's like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. So yeah, perfect for what this is. I just feel like this is so cool. Cool, cool, coolio.
Cool. Cool, cool, coolio.
Now, I know in the Sentai, the Zords come and they kind of protect the rear soldiers, you know, and obviously all the Zords can pretty much talk and stuff like that, I'm guessing. But the whole thing is, it reminded me that, you know, even if you forgot that Zeta says, call in the Zords, and you just see all of them come out of nowhere, I kind of would have liked to think that the Zords would have been there because they would have sensed something rather than being called and told to go to a location. So I think that even if they didn't put that in there, it would have been a really nice way of saying, hey, guess what? The Zords are there. Get in there. And they're like, oh, we don't want you to die. So they go in and do it. Generally think it's a really nice touch. As everyone uses the Zords, like they combine them to other ones, so we get 3 Megazords effectively. Seeing them kind of run and fight from a large angle looks like they're giants in a way. But then it kind of reminds me that there's just stuntmen in it and they're running towards Nemesis Beast or Ares to kind of attack anyway. I generally really like this because it does give more of a thing to a realistic approach, but the fact is that the Megazords get absolutely trashed, so they can't use them. I love this. I love it when Megazords get beaten like this and they can't use them again, or the fact is they've separated and stuff like that. I absolutely love it because it just takes away something from the Rangers that go, oh, well, this is what we can fall back on, where they just lose it. I generally really like this, and it makes the entire series so much better in my eyes. I think the biggest scene where Zato says, I have to use the Dino Master Saber to use this and attack, and everyone's like, no, we've got a better idea. And Amelia's like, no, let's try this. And they all teleport in from the top, and they start kind of coming in and basically free falling. I think that this is one of the best things that we've seen. It just feels like there's so much creativity in this that they just didn't do the whole, hey, let's just take the final battle and kind of like just dub over it. They really took a lot of time to put in, 4 months as well. This sort of scene really makes the series stand out compared to any of the others that have come before it, because it's so unique to see something like this. And hats off to Simon and the crew for doing this. This is absolutely fantastic, and it makes it stand out so much more. Like, a few people said, like, oh, hey, this is some call-outs to previous things, but I didn't really see it. But them going in, attacking, them going against the henchmen, doing everything. This scene is possibly one of my favorites in all Power Rangers history, and it will stand out for a lot longer than most people will think, because it's just a goddamn cool scene. Well done, Simon. Well done to the graphics team as well, because you guys deserve the love of this one. It is a fantastic, great scene. I'm going to say fantastic a lot. I don't know why. It's just rolling with it. Let's just roll with it. I think that if the Zords were talking or they had life to them, I feel like this scene would have been a lot more emotional. And I was right when in my previous review when Zato goes, see you, goodbye, old friend. If they were a bit more in this with talking and stuff, I feel like this would have been a really emotional scene that the Zords go like, yeah, we sacrifice ourselves for this. You get them. And it's just that one big massive attack. Now, I will say this. I am a little bit disappointed in the kind of results from the final attack. You hear that Zato uses it, he gets sacrificed. And I feel like, given like, say, if no one went after Void Queen, that it would just get up after 5 minutes, because it can. And I feel like this should have been the thing that destroys it, shoots out all the Sporex, and leaves Void Queen teleporting and going, what the hell just happened? What the hell? That would have, I think, would have been a better scene to see, because it would have meant more. But seeing, like, say, Amelia grab onto Void Queen, give her all the memories, so Void Queen could read Amelia's mind, and obviously Amelia can send information to Void Queen, really kind of worked. Sporex everywhere just shows that they're extremely powerful, that they weren't destroyed when Void Queen fires an energy blast to absolutely destroy it. But I like this, and it added a little bit more kind of story of saying, hey, you literally survived an ultimate attack from the Morphing Masters, as well as from the Sword. But how much could you have taken? Could you have been defeated with ease, or would it have taken every single Ranger to sacrifice themselves for them to kind of win? So kind of seeing the love, from Amelia, and obviously Void Queen, I was going to say her real name. Can't say it. It's a really hard name. But seeing that sort of stuff to me made me go, okay, yeah, I like that. I like the ending. It's a kind of a happy ending. And I think there's a lot more kind of clues in this one that we may get in Cosmic Fury, which I'll do a video on very, very soon, because a lot more things have happened since the time of that video. We'll talk about that in a bit. You get the kind of wind down, the happy ending. Everyone's done their crying over Zato being gone. You find out that his energy is in the morphing grid. It's in the minds and hearts and blah, blah, blah. It's that sort of thing. Basically, he's in the morphing grid. So, seeing the happy ending where everyone's got their stuff, we see that Ollie and Amelia are kind of together. They're with the kind of parents and talking about like making the base for the Rafconians so they have somewhere to stay. I like this. Having the Rafconians now stay cements the idea of SPD, because by the time of 2025, when SPD is there, we've had no aliens like kind of turn up anywhere. Occasionally they'll come to Earth, they'll fly off. But this is the fact that the Rafconians are settling on Earth, which I think by the next time, like, you'll see people, different aliens settle on Earth, and thus therefore SPD would be the ones. It'd be really, really cool. I generally would love to see like Dino Fury team up with SPD, or at least maybe if they talk about SPD, that they reference it later on. I think it'd be kind of cool seeing that sort of stuff. Will it happen? I don't know, but I think I would wholeheartedly enjoy that. So when it comes to the end of the series, when it comes to the happy endings, where we see references to Angel Grove with Jane and Jayborg, where they say we're going to open up a Buzz Blast in Angel Grove, I kind of want to see that. I would love them to shoot outside the new building or the redone building for where they got the youth center, because I think that would be absolutely perfect, but that does set up something for much later on. Zato coming back, yeah, I liked it. I like the suit that he's in. Maybe not with the shoulder pads a little bit, but either way, I kind of dig them. Maybe they'll be updated. I think I would like to see them kind of like very much like the Dino Fury Night mode or something, like, you know, hard versions. Maybe like, say, Dino Thunder Black, where he has just those things. That to me is something that I think would be really, really cool. But the costume is fine. I like the way that he comes back. I like the fact that for the 30th, Lord Zed is going to be the main bad guy. Hopefully anyway, but it all leads to that rather than it just being like, oh, there's a brand new bad guy. It's Lord Zed. We know he's coming back. He's escaped. I've done a video on it. Check that video out on how he escapes. But regardless, the series ends on a really great note. Everyone's got their happy ending. Zato is back. The Rangers go into space. I love the fact that everyone's just like, yeah, we're going to follow you. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone. So I kind of like that. They just literally all teleport into space and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm, with the amount of writing as well as the shots, the filming, everything, I am ridiculously happy about Cosmic Fury. I'm so pumped for that right now that I'm excited for any news drop, and I will be talking about any news that comes out that that I find, or you know, it gets posted. But yeah, I absolutely love Dino Fury Season 2 Part 2. It's fantastic, and it has great stories kind of concluded. Everything is there. Dino Fury is a great series, and I highly recommend that you watch it from start to finish. I'm going to probably watch it all the way through from start to finish as well, because I really do like it. And I'm now really excited for Cosmic Fury. But I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? What did you think about the final episode? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, I'll see you.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。